What's going on YouTube? It's the Tempest, and I would like to introduce you to my new friend, Ultimate Dimensional Robo Great Dayusha. This is a great playmat. Did not win it, unfortunately, but I did buy it, and I'm so happy to have a decent Vanguard mat now, so you don't have to get my Yu-Gi-Oh mat every time I do a Vanguard deck profile. This is the update to my Enigmen deck. It's probably going to be the final update. Build's pretty solid, and it's really good. I think you should play it. If you're playing Enigma now, this is definitely how you should play it. So yeah, I'm going to get into it. We're starting Enigma Flow. I was playing my friend's Arbros Dragon deck today, and I realized how much that Flow is a really hit or miss card. Arbros is one of those rank 3 ride chains where if you hit the ride chain, you can search for a higher grade off the starter's effect by checking the top 7 cards. But if you ride if you miss the ride chain, you have to ride something else, you can still pull the starter back as a 4K booster. And sadly, Ripple does not do that. However, he is a good searcher. So that's the one complaint I have about the deck is the starter. Everything else is great. Yeah. It's Enigmen. I have Enigmen Storm in here, so I'm playing the ride chain. Very strong. Basically, the grade 1 runs the whole ride chain. So, yeah. Alright, for triggers, I got 4 Cobalt, 4 Die Battles, 4 Penguin, and 4 Dissection Monster. So 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal on this deck. 8 crit's just good. I tried playing stands in here, didn't really like them. Stands are decent because you can stand your rear guards. You need to hit with Grander and Cosmo Roar in order to get your Storm's effect to go off. So yeah, they're worth using, but at the same time, there's not really any point in standing rear guards. There's there's not like an extra pressure you can do. So yeah, 8 crits I found to be a pretty good build. And since it is Enigma Storm, there's going to be a lot of pressure behind your attacks. So for grade 1s, of course, we got the 4 Ripples. It's a good ride chain. Finishes off with Enigma Storm. It's just really strong. I think Ripple's really good. He just looks really cool. Anyway, yeah. If you need him later as 6K booster, it's not really a problem. Yeah. 3 Daisy, just for a Vanguard booster or for a really strong Vanguard booster. Just really nice card. We got 2 Cosmo Roar. His skill lets you tap him to boost one of your dimensional police by 2K until end of turn. It's kind of a tech choice, but he is in here because in case I don't draw Grander or Cosmo Beak, I can still play Cosmo Roar. So yeah, just extra boosting power really. And then 2 Glory Maker. This is the Vanguard booster of the deck. It hits for 10K when you have 4 more damage, so really good. Not much else about her, just play her. And then 4 Diamond Aces. These will become real within a few days. Yeah, so yeah, that's my Diamond Aces. Next we have grade 2s. We got 2 Wave. I was only playing 1 at first. Then I remembered that since Storm is the main Vanguard, and he needs to have Wave in the Soul in order to get his stuff to go off. Because Storm has to have 15k power or higher, so if you miss the ride chain, you have to ride Storm. You have to power him up 3 times as opposed to just twice to get the skill to go off. So I'm gonna play 2 Wave instead of just 1, so that way if I don't get the ride chain, I can still draw him before playing Storm. And there is a backup too in case I don't draw Wave or Storm, so I'll get into that later. We got 4 Granders. His skill gives 2k when he attacks. Really strong. He's only 8k, but his ability is really needed in the deck, so you have to have him at 4. Yeah. Next, we got 2 Cosmo Beak. I'm only playing 2. I think I would play 3 if I had a 3rd one. But well, I guess technically I do have a 3rd one because I have Cosmo Great, but yeah, I'll get to him in a bit. But I just like him at 2. Grander's a better card anyway, and you don't counterblast at all in this deck except for 1 other card, so you could afford to play more, but I only own 2. So, and the last grade 2 is 3 Mika. I was only playing 2 Mika, and I was playing a 3rd card, a grade 3 called Ultimate Dimensional Combination Cosmo Great. Then he has the same effect as a Cosmo Beat, counterblast 2, and gives a guy 4K. But I decided to try the 3 Mikas because my grade 2 lineup is very weak right now. All I have are like 9 and 8Ks. And with her skills, she puts a little bit more pressure on the opponent, and she also puts the critical triggers to good use. So yeah, I'm gonna try Mika. Plus, she looks really cool, so why not? And then last we got the grade 3s, and I think you'll like this lineup a lot. I got 2 Enigmen Storm. They're just the standard Vanguard of the deck. They go up to 15, and then they get an extra crit. So yeah, really strong Vanguard. It does get perfect guarded a lot, but if it doesn't get perfect guarded, your opponent has to drop like 3 cards to stop it, or else they lose. So, and with a crit in this deck, you really got to put that pressure on. It's like a great Ayusha, but kind of more consistent, I think. And then next we got 2 Enigmen Cyclone. This is a backup Vanguard. What he does is he's 10k base, but if he has 14k or higher power when he attacks, he gains a skill where if his attack hits, he can retire a rear guard. So I like him a lot. He puts a little bit more pressure on in some decks. So against some decks like Angel Feather or like Arboros Dragons, I guess, or maybe even Great Ayusha, cards that have like limit breaks that are like continuous, you might not want to play Storm that much because they'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll take your 2 crit Vanguard and put myself at 5 damage. In that case, Cyclone's a better choice because then he can, when he hits, they may only take 1 damage and then you get to kill off one of their rear guards. So I like Cyclone a lot, very underrated. And the last of the grade 3s is 3 Lady Justice. It's just standard 12k when it attacks a Vanguard, so very good. Very consistent backup or rear guard. Works too. Works both ways. Yeah. So yeah, this is my Enigmen deck. I think it's really good. It's tested out really well. Does what I want it to. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Please post any questions or comments in the in the comments below, and I'll sure to respond and subscribe if you like the video. Thanks for watching.